Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Rebecca Helen. If you're new here, you're welcome. So today I'm not going to talk too much because yeah. Anyway, today we are going to do cleaning and some grocery. I bought some grocery shopping and I want you guys to like arrange you know, do grocery haul. Yeah. So I did go to the market today and bought some things. So yeah, let's just get into the video because if I talk too much, yeah. Yeah. So I bought this, how is it called? This mboga. Nilinunua hizi mboga. They are called terere. Aliniambia zinaitwa terere. So I bought these ones for like, they are going for 40 bob. These ones, this is in 40 bob. And then let me just put them this side. I bought this dania. They are going for 50 bob. And I bought this cabbage. This cabbage here. It was going for 30 bob. I think so. Yeah, 30 bob. 30 bob. And I bought these tomatoes. I bought these tomatoes for 150. Images are yote. I bought it for 150. I bought okay. This one, I'm just ouch, damn. This I bought kitungu. I bought this kitungu for like 150. There are so many here. I bought waru. Why is let me just ask you guys. Why is waru inaongezeka bei? Like that mkebe that we used to buy for 100 bob, 200 bob. Like that's crazy because it may shoot just out of nowhere. Eh? Then I bought this garlic for 20 bob and this ginger for 10 bob. I bought minji for 130, that kamkebe, 130. And then I bought this, how is it called? Oho for 50 bob. Um, what else? I bought this butternut, yeah, butternut for 50 bob. Um, how is it this one called? Yellow beans. In yellow beans, I bought it half kg for 110. I bought mudokoi. Mudokoi ni ya kutengeneza githeri if you don't want that normal githeri. I bought this mudokoi for 120, 1 kg 120. Then I bought this kunde. Oh my god. I bought this kunde. I'm going to mix with that mudokoi then nitengeneza nayo githeri. So I bought this mudokoi, the red one, at 150, 1 kg. And I bought this kuma for 20 bob. I bought this spinach for how much? 20 bob also. I bought this. How is it? I've forgotten the name by the way, guys. I was told the name, but nimesahau jina yake. It is like ameniambia you can eat it ni kama skuma, but kind of it is not that skuma. Skuma kumbe iko na variety mingi. I thought that ilikuwa tu na kandira, like familia skuma ni tu kandira then skuma. Kumbe kuna vitu mingi. I bought this matoke. It was going for tatumbao. Then I bought for like 100 bob. Yeah. What else have I not shown you? I bought this pineapple for 150 bob. Yeah. So what else? I think those ones are the only thing that I bought. Yeah, so let's get into the cleaning and then yeah.
A man finds most heartbreaking breakup letter ever in a lost wallet but never knew it could lead to this. As I walked home one freezing day, I stumbled on a wallet someone had lost in the street. I picked it up and looked inside to find some identification so I could call the owner. But the wallet contained only $3 and a crumpled letter that looked as if it had been there for years. The envelope was worn, and the only thing that was legible on it was the return address. I started to open the letter. hoping to find some clue. Then I saw the deadline 1924. The letter had been written almost 60 years ago. It was written in a beautiful feminine handwriting on powder blue stationery with a little flower in the left hand corner. It was a Dear John letter that told the recipient, whose name appeared to be Michael, that the writer could not see him anymore because her mother forbade it. Even so, she wrote that she would always love him. It was signed Hannah. It was a beautiful letter, but there was no way except for the name Michael that the owner could be identified. Maybe if I called information, the operator could find a phone listing for the address on the envelope. Operator, I began. This is an unusual request. I'm trying to find the owner of a wallet that I found. Is there any way you can tell me if there is a phone number for an address that was on the envelope in the wallet? She suggested I speak with her supervisor, who hesitated for a moment, then said, "Well, there is a phone listing at that address, but I can't give you the number." She said as a courtesy, she would call that number, explain my story, and would ask them if they wanted her to connect me. I waited a few minutes and then she was back on the line. "I have a party who will speak with you." I asked the woman on the other end of the line if she knew anyone by the name of Hannah. She gasped, "Oh, we bought this house from a family who had a daughter named Anna, but that was 30 years ago." "Would you know where that family could be located now?" I asked. "I remember that Hannah had to place her mother in a nursing home some years ago," the woman said. "Maybe if you got in touch with them, they might be able to track down the daughter." She gave me the name of the nursing home and I called the number. They told me the old lady had passed away some years ago, but they did have a phone number for where they thought the daughter might be living. I thanked them and phoned. The woman who answered explained that Hannah herself was now living in a nursing home. This whole thing was stupid, I thought to myself. Why was I making such a big deal over finding the owner of a wallet that had only $3 and a letter that was almost 60 years old? Nevertheless, I called the nursing home in which Hannah was supposed to be living, and the man who answered the phone told me, "Yes, Hannah is staying with us." Even though it was already 10 p.m., I asked if I could come by to see her. "Well," he said hesitatingly, "if you want to take a chance, she might be in the day room watching television." I thanked him and drove over to the nursing home. The night nurse had a guard greeted me at the door. We went up to the third floor of the large building. In the day room, the nurse introduced me to Hannah. She was sweet, silver-haired old-timer with a warm smile and a twinkle in her eye. I told her about finding the wallet and showed her the letter. The second she saw the powder blue envelope with that little flower on the left, she took a deep breath and said, "Young man, this letter was the last contact I ever had with Michael." She looked away for a moment, deep in thought, and then said softly, "I loved him very much, but I was only 16 at the time and my mother felt I was too young. Oh, he was so handsome. He looked like Sean Connery, the actor." "Yes," she continued. "Michael Goldstein was a wonderful person. If you should find him, tell him I think of him often." And she hesitated for a moment, almost biting her lip. "Tell him I still love him, you know," she said, smiling as tears began to fill up in her eyes. "I never did marry. I guess no one ever matched up to Michael." I thanked Hannah and said goodbye. I took the elevator to the first floor, and as soon as I stood by the door, the guard there asked, "Was the old lady able to help you?" I told him she had given me a lead. At least I have a last name, but I think I'll let it go for a while. I spent almost the whole day trying to find the owner of this wallet. I had taken out the wallet, which was a simple down leather case with red lacing on the side. When the guard saw it, he said, "Hey, wait a minute. That's Mr. Goldstein's wallet. I'd know it anywhere with that bright red lacing. He is always losing the wallet. I must have found it in the halls at least 3 times. Who's Mr. Goldstein?" I asked as my hand began to shake. "He's one of the old timers on the 8th floor. That's Mike Goldstein's wallet for sure. He must have lost it in one of his." I thanked the guard and quickly ran back to the nurse's office. I told her that the guard had said we went back to the elevator and got on. I prayed that Mr. Goldstein would be up. On the 8th floor, the floor nurse said, "I think he's still in the day room. He likes to read at night. He's a darling old man." We went to the only room that had any lights on, and there was a man reading a book. The nurse went over to him and asked if he had lost his wallet. Mr. Goldstein looked up with surprise, put his hand in his back pocket, and said, "Oh, it's missing. This kind gentleman found a wallet, and he wondered if it could be yours." I handed Mr. Goldstein the wallet, and the second he saw it, he smiled with relief and said, "Yes, that's it. It must have dropped out of my pocket this afternoon. I want to give you a reward." "No, thank you," I said. "But I have to tell you something." I read the letter in the hope of finding out who owned the wallet. The smile on his face suddenly disappeared. "You read the letter?" "Not only did I read it, I think I know where Hannah is." He suddenly grew pale. "Hannah? You know where he is? How is she? Is she still as pretty as she was? Please, please tell me," he begged. "She's fine, just as pretty as when you knew her," I said softly. The old man smiled with anticipation and asked, "Could you tell me where he is? I want to call her tomorrow." He grabbed my hand and said, "You know something, mister? I was so in love with that girl that when the letter came, my life literally ended. I never married. I guess I've always loved her." "Mr. Goldstein," I said, "come with me." We took the elevator down to the 3rd floor. The hallways were darkened and only one or two late night lights lit our way to the day room where Hannah was sitting alone watching the television. The nurse walked over to her. "Hannah," she said softly, pointing to Michael, who was waiting with him in the doorway. "Do you know this man?" She adjusted her glasses, looked for a moment, but didn't say a word. Michael said softly, almost in a whisper, "Hannah, it's Michael. Do you remember me?" She gasped. "Michael, I don't believe it. Michael, it's you, my Michael." He walked slowly towards her and they embraced. The nurse and I left with tears streaming down our faces. "See," I said, "see how the good Lord works. If it's meant to be, it will be." About 3 weeks later, I got a call at my office from the nursing home. "Can you break away on Sunday to attend a wedding? Michael and Anna are going to tie the knot." It was a beautiful wedding with all the people at the nursing home dressed up to join in the celebration. Hannah wore a light beige dress and looked beautiful. Michael wore a dark blue suit and stood tall. They made they made me their best man. The hospital gave them their own room, and if you ever wanted to see a 76-year-old bride and a 79-year-old groom acting like two teenagers, you had to see this couple. A perfect ending for a love affair that had lasted many, many years. Thank you. So guys, the moral of this story is just that love exists. If you love someone and that someone is meant for you, whether you take years, if that person is meant for you, you will still get to that person or that person will get to you. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Never rush things. Never get with the wrong person just for the sake of, oh, time is ending. Yeah. So I love this story very well. I loved it because it just teaches us that don't rush things. What is meant for you, it is meant for you. It will come back to you. So, yeah, guys, I hope you love the story. And if you love the story, please comment down below If you want me to do more of the stories, I will do so. I will gladly do so because I have so much interesting stories that I want to tell you guys. So please comment down below so that I can know the kind of stories that you want me to tell and if you love this one. Love you all.
So guys, I'm done with the house chores, the cleaning, everything. Kitu yenye imebaki ni tu kukunja hizo manguo, which I'm going to do later after showering and taking tea. Yeah, so please guys, if you watch our video, if you watch my video, usisahau like, don't forget to like, please. Those likes are what pushes the video to other people's pages so that they can watch and it's, you know. So please don't forget to like the video, please. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you very much for watching this video up to the end. I hope it motivates someone to clean the house and do their house chores. Because, even me, I don't always like clean the house most of the time, but if I watch someone's video, I always watch someone's video on YouTube and then it motivates me like, oh, I can do this. Yeah, so I hope it motivates you to clean your house, to clean anywhere that you want to clean. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video up to the end and love you. Leave a comment, please. Any comments, I'll really, really appreciate it. Love you all.